Summer is coming to an end.
Oh, your toes look nice. Did you get your toes done?
I did, Natalie. I took, you made me insecure about my toes.
Good.
I know. You wanted that.
Sometimes you just need to like shame someone. Like when you go like I don't like that shirt or I don't like those pants. It's like,
that's what friends do.
And I'm so thankful when someone just tells me.
Is your herpes gone?
Where was my herpes?
You had them. Remember you had a cold sore?
Oh.
Like
I was in the Cape.
You came back with it. I saw you with it.
Yeah, but I was in the Cape.
I'm just making sure when I use your
it's been a month. But it's definitely on that list.
Oh, for frick's sakes. I don't need another cold sore. I haven't had one since you gave it to me a while ago.
I know.
And then I call Natalie. Natalie, is it coming? She's like, yes, it's coming. Come and get your Valtrex.
Take your Valtrex. I don't know why Valtrex doesn't pay to be a part of this podcast.
Me? Neither.
Because it is a miracle.
Crazy. Hi, guys. Wow. Welcome to the shit show of the Tuesday podcast. And I was just thinking that just making sure we're on.
Mm-hmm. No.
I love, I said to Natalie yesterday, Kate, let's just talk about this for a second.
Just no.
So she's like, I'm feeling anxious and I don't know why I have anxious feelings. And I said to her, and actually you talked about it in one of your stories. I said, there's some people who become a mom and they do a really good job of being at home.
Ugh.
Then there's some people who become moms who think they really want to be at home all the time. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I'm a better mom when I'm at work. Mm-hmm. I know it's like the biggest dividing conversation. I think though, for some people like you, and it's like you've always known you need something else because even when you were in the shit show of new babies and not medicated and like mayhem, like there was no time to think of something else. You knew you had to go find something else. It's like you were hunting and you created things. Because I was like, I'm not ready to jump into this fire of starting something. But then you just wouldn't let me. So we did. I'm so glad you did. But it's like you secretly knew.
I wonder if it's that I know that I want something else or I know I need an escape.
It's not an escape. I think you. So
it is.
But I've learned something about you. I think if it's only taken me 20 years or 40 years or however fucking long we've known each other, that it's like when you're in a summer mode with your kids, they have so much access to you and it becomes 24. It's like the access and they take advantage of it because it's like it's like they're nursing, cluster feeding. And it's like they got you and they're like stalkers and fucking obsessed with you. And it's like they can't stop.
One called me yesterday. Is the salami in the fridge still good?
They just keep taking. And it's like when they have you, it's like they're leeches. And when you are able to work, it's like you're able to be like, no. But if you weren't doing this right now, you would pick it up. It's like your brain doesn't divide the time unless you're doing something different. So if you're with whoever you're with, that's just what it is. And that's an ADHD thing too. It's like you don't miss people. Some ADHD people don't miss people when they're not with them. And it doesn't mean they don't love them. It's just their brain isn't in the capacity to be able to manage different pockets.
Because like in the brain, even if you're just like there and you're not like doing that much, the brain is still thinking about every person, everything in that space. So there isn't room for more.
Yeah. And you know that they're safe and taken care of. And it's not that you're not worried about them. It's just your brain doesn't allow you to go there. And I feel like for me, that's food. When it's time to eat. And I hear a few moms have been like, God, it's like they don't eat. And I'm like, I don't know if it's they're not hungry or food is overwhelmed. Like food is overwhelming for me. So when I have to look at a menu, you always order for me. When I have to sit down and make a meal, when I make a meal, I'm like, I'm so fucking proud of myself. I feel so proud that I actually made a meal with a bunch of things. And when people are like trying to organize a dinner, if we're going out or something or going somewhere, I'm like, I can't think about tomorrow's dinner today. I can't think about tomorrow's breakfast today. All I can think about is what if someone's hungry right now, feed yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why food delivery is so dangerous for us with ADHD, because if we don't have to think about it and someone else delivers it, and people think it's like lazy or whatever. I'm like, it's not that. It's just very complicated for me. And I think you get overwhelmed by food too sometimes because you're often like, I did dinner last night. I can't do it tonight. I just don't think people talk about that with their kids. They think it's like the medication that makes them not hungry. But for me, it's overwhelming. Even when I open up a cupboard, there's too much food. It's like, I need someone to be like, this is what you're eating rather than what you feel like. I don't know. You often do that too. You're like, I don't know what I feel like. But then sometimes you feel like something so specific and you can't get it out of your head.
Yeah.
We fucked.
Yeah, I love that when you're like, if you could eat anything right now, what would it be? And sometimes it's really hard. Yeah, and sometimes you just know. But
often I'm like this. I don't know. I always go for molten lava cake. Honestly, I'll go for molten or butter tart. I was like, I don't know.
Well, your daughter makes her life very easy with the butter noodles. Yesterday, she's like, and she's so excited to eat out. And then, do you have butter noodles? And I'm just like, you know what it's going to be like. She doesn't even have to look at the menu.
I know, but then your daughter's boyfriend tasted the food and he's like, this is delicious.
It was so salty and delicious.
Yeah, butter noodles are like,
it was good. But
anyways, kids are sucking you dry.
And my son says to me, why don't we have any fruits and vegetables here? Those same 2 apples have been sitting in the fridge for like weeks. And I'm like, so you're telling me those apples aren't good enough to eat, but you haven't thrown them out? And there's a fruit and veggie like store a block down our street.
I know.
If you like fruits and vegetables, go buy those.
I know. You know, my daughter, my youngest, will walk downstairs at nighttime, cut up cucumbers and apples and dip and bring them back up to my bed and eat cucumbers and dip in bed. I don't want to do that.
No.
She'll cut up pears. She'll cut up white nectarines. I'm like, you are a different breed. Yeah. And obviously she makes her bed in the morning.
Yeah.
She's a different beast.
Yeah.
And I have given her the least amount.
I know, that's the thing.
Life lessons, friends.
It's so independent, like the most independent. And
you know, the ones who run the most anxious in our family, the highest tilt.
The ones that got the most.
They say that
totally.
Also, we planned so much for them.
Yes.
And we probably overplanned them so that when they're older, idle time is very difficult because we, from when they're a very young age, didn't stop with them because we thought you just keep going because that's what good moms do.
Well, and I also thought if I had idle time that I wouldn't be able to like handle the overwhelmingness of just kids being like
kids.
Yeah. And I don't like we don't like playing games or toys. You know, I'll never forget when like a friend had kids older, and a lot of women have said, I'm like, oh, you women who waited and had kids later, they're like, they've said it actually is easier because it's like they've matured as a human. They've watched, they've seen other people parenting. They're more aware of what's actually important, you know, and they're more comfortable in themselves. They're more sure of like what they think about the world and everything. And so we survived, but I just like, and a friend who waited to older, she was like, my daughter loves to play like Lego or puzzles or toys. I'm like, I never played those things. I don't like those games. And she's like, I took a gummy and I could play. And then another friend did.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I took a gummy.
Yeah.
So she doesn't actually like to play them. She finds them mind numbing, but she took drugs to be able to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that is, she didn't like it either.
No, but she figured out how to play with her kid.
Yeah, but we couldn't do that because we have too many kids.
Yeah, she only had one. So yeah.
You can't, like, I know that, like, listen, medication and self-medicating on whatever stimulants or not, whatever the fuck that people do, mushrooms.
The mushroom mom who does it every day.
Yeah, the things, like, I don't judge any of you.
You figured something out.
You figured something out that works for you, but if we have to get in the car,
that's the thing that's
too
tricky. Like as a mom, unless you take Ubers everywhere and you don't drive.
Also, how do you know you're going to get a good dose?
I think those people have perfected it.
I guess. I guess we're just naive to it. But like, there's no chance I'm popping a gummy at 10 a.m. to go watch my kids do puzzles. Like the life shit happens too fast around here. We are in the car and around the corner, and
I know. But yeah, we did like overprogram, but I think that we did it for us too. Just like I couldn't sit around, and then they would get like annoying or they would cry or, you know, and I was just like, if I keep you so busy and then you're so tired at the end of the day, then it'll be easier for me.
Okay. This is what's hilarious. I have a conversation. What? I don't want to fall off my chair. Okay. So, I love the therapy world. I quote unquote did therapy. I've execute. What are you if you execute therapy?
You've delivered.
I've practiced.
Practice?
Shit. Practice therapy on people. Whatever I've done. I'm a bit tired today. I've done that where you are like I've been a therapist,
right?
Like a real one, like a professional one. Done counseling for people. I've been counseled, and I have a few friends who are therapists and like psychologists and have their masters, and I have a child who loves therapy. Which everybody would if you understood that you get to talk about yourself. Okay. Like it's a privilege. In my opinion, it's a privilege. And I was having a conversation with them because I believe therapy is important, but it's also a privilege and for you to think so much about yourself. Now, teenagers are supposed to, and younger kids are meant to think about themselves. That's what you do in the world. Developmentally, you just think about yourself. So one of them was like, they asked me what my hobbies were, one of the therapists. And that child's like, I don't have any hobbies. You and I don't have any hobbies, right? Like, so when we had babies, we didn't have anything for us because we didn't have any hobbies. So we weren't like, we didn't go play tennis where moms are like, I have to go do. Yeah. Well, you hear a lot of moms are like, if I don't, then I'm not.
Yes.
We don't have that.
No.
So we've raised our children just with us never taking a moment, but work has become a thing where it's like a moment for us. But again, it's not really a moment for us where we're like, I have to go do this, but it did create space.
It creates space. And it also was like, because we loved what we did, our job was also our hobby.
Right. So, and we created travel. Like, I mean, if you look back, sometimes when I hear people say something, I'm like, if I was a therapist and you said those statements, I know exactly why you said those statements based on your life. When you can, therapy's out of a book. I tell my daughter all the time and my sons, because they're like, I'm like, dude, you can go read a fucking book. If you know the things, human behavior is the fucking same. There's no secrets. Everyone's a little different, but if you can unlock their differences.
Yeah.
So hobbies. Okay. So they're like, go find hobbies. Trying to teach my children, in your life, you will have a lot of idle time. We will not be there to fill your idle time as moms. Right now, we are there to fill your idle time with moms. A skill is finding something else to do with your time, because I was listening to someone from Duke of University of Duke, whatever the fuck. Wow. Really eloquent today, Kat. He's like head of admissions and the president. And he's like, see if I got this one right today. I want to look at a kid who has lots of things going on because there is a lot of downtime at university. You might only go to 3 classes in a week. Right. There is a lot of free time. Do you know what to do with your free time? Because they obviously don't want kids who drop out or are not happy with their free time. Yeah. So I'm like, when you're a new mom or your kids go to school, you have free time again. If you're a stay-at-home mom, the amount of times we've had downtime doesn't feel like a lot, but there'll be a time when our kids leave and we're going to have downtime. Yeah.
I've been experiencing that like in the past few months, like where they're all off doing something and then I'm at home and I'm like, it's not that long, but it's like, this is such a weird feeling. Like,
I think that's why men don't stop work. I think men's connections is often work. And if they don't work, they're not going for walks with their buddies in the neighborhood. So you know what I mean? Like the downtime, but it's a skill to figure out what you like to do with that time. So I'm trying to teach them that your hobby doesn't have to be like knitting, cards, but maybe it is friends. But then do you have a big friend network that you can call on to go do things with? Like what is your thing? And I'm trying to teach them, like, my one is definitely sports, but I'm like, that's great, but that isn't something you can just pull out. You can't get ice in the middle of the day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when you're at university. So what else is there? I'm trying to broaden their minds to what else they like. But we have filled so much of their lives with time, we have filled their time. We're their hobby.
Yeah, we are. I think also, well,
golf is a great one.
Golf's a great one, but a lot of, I know girls too, because it's become so much more like popular for girls to go and do like different kinds of workout classes.
Yeah, that's a
but
hobby.
Like guys, like, you know, I'm thinking about the boys in my life, like they'll go and they work out if they've got like open time.
Great way to do. That's what I said though.
Some people love reading.
Well, I have been saying to my daughter, I'm like, because she used to do soccer all the time. And I said to her, when I tell you to find something active, it is not because of I hate that we've made movement weight. I fucking hate that conversation. If you tell someone to work out, they're like, oh, you think I'm fat? Shut up. I don't think you're fucking fat. But I wish the whole conversation in gym and things was not about weight or muscles. It was about your body's longevity, your heart, your flexibility.
Well, I was talking with our kids because we took TJ had his birthday, and obviously I had nothing planned. So I woke up and I called Chloe and I said, Chloe, what do I do? She's like, well, I've got a Pinterest board, a birthday Pinterest board I could share with you. I'm like, that's not going to work, Chloe. And then she's like, Sky Zone. TJ is like, yep. I'm like, okay, let's go. And when they finished Sky Zone, they were beat faced, sweaty, and I took them to lunch. And they had runner's high. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I know how you guys feel right now. And then I was saying, I was talking to your other daughter yesterday about it. And I wish someone could give you that. Like, take your body, shake it around really crazy, and then you could get the runner's high and you don't have to go for a run, because that feeling is so euphoric. If you get it, it's so good. And I'm like, I love it, but I'm not, it's like, I haven't in the past few years, bunch of years, 14 years. Yeah. Had that, like, the drive to actually do the thing to get the high, because the high doesn't last that long.
You know, your medication though, I think your medications just dulls your motivation too. Yeah. Like, if it dulls everything, if it dulls feelings, if it dulls emotions, it's got to just not make you care that much about anything. So for the people who are not motivated, like, who don't love it, because I fucking hate working out. I love it when I go, but I'm not like, can't wait to go to the gym. I can't imagine having less motivation than I have now. And if you're on medication to make you have less motivation, then it's just a vicious cycle of like, it's like you're in like, whatever.
And you don't even get runner's high.
I don't know. I just know.
That could be the motivation. And that's the only thing I think about, is how good I'd feel after.
I think I see people who are older in my life and can't physically do things. And I think that is fucking scary. That, you know, that's like, just for preventative even illnesses, like even walking. I'm like, even that is such a huge preventative thing from dementia, also, like all of the things that if you have a family history of, you kind of all of a sudden wake up and you're like, oh my God.
That's actually another, and again, guys, everyone's got their own like medical thing, but if you have dementia in your family's history, the creatine for the brain, apparently she's done all the research that it is really important.
Excuse me, and Ozempic and GLP-1s. They're finding.
And Parkinson's. But
anyway, so the hobbies and things. Hobbies are a lifelong thing, and I think people struggle to think of a hobby as something they love. And I'm like, actually, a hobby is just something to fill your time when you don't have money to spend. Because if your kids are gone and you have a shit ton of money, I guess you can go shopping and decorate your house. And the other thing is, if you don't love to do laundry or clean, but you know you have to do it and organize, if you don't love that shit, what are you doing to fill your fucking time if you're not working?
One thing I was thinking that I haven't lost the love of is really cooking.
I know.
With everything else that goes on, it's definitely been on the back burner. Like, I haven't had a dinner party in forever. I used to love to like plan dinner parties, cook them, host, like make the food, and then have, you know, people loving the meal and the whole process I really liked. But on top of having kids, it's too much. I know people can do it, but it's too much for me.
We have to be somewhere at all times. Yeah. We have to be somewhere at all times. Driving people, oh my God. I've never spent so much time in a car in my life. I feel insane. I'm like, I don't even think about it anymore. Like a 40-minute drive twice a day minimum to another thing. No big fucking deal.
I know.
I'm like, this is crazy. This is not normal behavior.
I don't know. It is.
Reading's a big one, but fuck, I don't. Like, I'm still trying to start a book. You know,
I've been trying to read that book.
Since Santa Barbara, I feel like since Santa Barbara,
and I've taken it with me everywhere. I left it outside in the Cape. It got soaking wet. I dried it out on a hot car.
I haven't started mine yet.
And then the worst part is that I wanted to. I've gotten like almost halfway through, and a friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't really like that one. Don't finish that."
Shut
and I was
up.
like, "Oh no, I am in like my mom liked it, so I was like, I cannot give up on this book now.
Finish it.
I'm going to, and I take it with me everywhere. It's in my purse
get one
all the
page
time.
done, and you're like, okay.
Because that's the thing is, you have to get into you can't just read 2 pages. You really have to do it for a little while to get into it. And I just keep reading like 1 page, and then I'm like, what are their names again? There's so many characters.
You know what the other thing is? I think that we've made having nothing such a bad thing. Like doing nothing, having nothing, like being idle or like chilling as like a because people used to go for coffee.
Yeah.
It's like I've never heard someone anymore being like, do you want to go meet for a coffee?
Oh my God, I see people though doing it.
I know, but it's never in our conversations.
No one's inviting us for coffee.
Well, we wouldn't sit still for a fucking coffee, but
No.
I just mean it's like not.
Yeah.
It's not. This isn't the time right now.
No.
Or maybe people aren't doing it the same. But anyways,
I see them. They're doing it. And they're having little conversations. And I'm like, to me, I actually look at them and I think that looks so boring. I'm like, what? Unless they're
it's an
catching
older
up.
generation.
Yeah.
Usually, they don't have phones. They all meet at the same time on like the same day. Like my
that's
grandparents
cute.
used to do it at McDonald's where they
Yes.
lived. They'd all go up there.
They
and
still
you'd
do
see,
that at
and you'd
McDonald's.
see all the men sitting there and having their.
I find that actually so cute.
Not boring.
Not boring. And
No.
especially when it's just like all those men. And usually they're a little Euro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love this for you guys.
Oh my
And
God, do we need to start like a coffee shop?
Oh
And like
my
you and I
God.
just have like people who come and sit. I don't know if you make money.
you have to be, you could come and talk to us, but you have to be super entertaining and juicy.
Oh, right. So it's like a. Got it. Sorry, guys. That's not going to happen.
No boring people. I want
And I
only
guess if
really-
someone's just sitting there and like taking up space.
Yeah, I know.
You're
Get
like-
out. No.
Oh, I guess you pay Venmo,
Yeah.
PayPal. Just pay what you can.
Yeah.
And sit here. If you're here for an hour, you rent the space to talk for.
And the other thing I was thinking is like, one time you mentioned, this is something different, but like,
Yeah, go for it.
you mentioned, and it's so true that we like when the kids go back to school, we'll be spending like if the plan goes the same as last year, we'll be spending a lot of time in your house again, and you don't get to leave your house.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Thank God I have a backyard. So it's like a different. I haven't been in the front room in all summer.
Oh, it's true.
So I get to leave. I swear to God, I built my backyard. So it's an extra space. It's like I knew we'd end up in my house.
Oh my God.
So I
yes.
go to that space.
And I have to say, like, your ability to go away to like a cottage has like that's actually kind of your fate too, because it gives you like a place that you have to go, because there's other places you can go in the summer. You don't like it there. You don't want to go there. So now you have a place that you can go to,
Yeah.
and you get a change of scenery, and that's probably really important for like your destiny.
I don't think that deep about things.
I did. I did, and I thought about it, and I was like, I think it's really good, because you like to be busy, you like to take care of things, and like putz around and like organize and garden and stuff. And now it's a different place to do it.
Yeah, I do like to. I can do. You know what's funny is
What?
Max and I are very alike. Okay,
Mhm.
you are too actually, and I see it in us. But it's like you can walk into a space
Mhm.
and just walk in circles and do nothing,
Mhm.
but feel like you've done so much. Okay, do you like
Yeah.
you walk into the kitchen and the kitchen's a disaster with all the dishes,
Mhm.
and you don't really know where to start.
No.
But someone starts and you just kind of walk around and they hand you something and you put it away.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're busy.
Yeah.
Now,
That is busy. We are busy when we
so
do those things.
it's like you walk in. Okay, I'm going to explain this to you guys for a second. It's like because people point it out now, and I'm like, oh my God, I can see that. It's great to have people point things out that you do that's not traditional, because when you live with people for so long and you guys are kind of the same, it's like when Nat and I walk into a hotel room, we have a talent of making the room a disaster. I can't tell you how we do it, but we can do it in 3 seconds flat. But Hassan would walk in and be like,
And he's
what
like,
the
you guys just walked in here. What have you done?
So it's like your brain just doesn't work the same,
And
as
it doesn't bother us.
Doesn't bother us at all.
No.
So when I walked into the kitchen and Max was like, he was so overwhelmed with where to put anything, and I'm like, you just put
like groceries?
No, like there was dishes from dinner, and I'm like, you just put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
But for him, it didn't. It was like, and I understand the feeling, and I had to apologize to him later that night because I'm like, I understand that your brain is in chaos. When you walk into chaos, you don't know where to kind of begin. So when I walk into a new place and I can just walk around and do nothing, I feel busy.
Yeah.
Mark's like, what are you doing? I'm like, very busy.
Yeah.
He's like, doing nothing. I'm like, but it's happy for me.
No, yeah.
Like, he's like, your priorities of what you do don't make sense. And I'm like, but that makes
to him.
To him. He's like, what you like to do doesn't make sense. No. That's not a priority. I'm like, but what you do isn't a priority to me.
I know.
So just let me walk around and do nothing. And it's let me put a pillow there. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Also, I think, you know, what's crazy is that we both ended up marrying guys who are really good at cleaning up. And what I like, if there's people over, there's the kitchen's dirty. I'm like, it seems like such a big job that I literally don't really know where to start. And even if I made a dent, there would still be so much more to go.
We wouldn't see it, but everyone else does.
Yeah. And so then when Mark goes in and the way
methodical.
He swoops it up, and I know you're the same. I don't even know how he doesn't miss a thing. The counters are clean. There's nothing on the counter.
So I actually want to point this out because I think a lot of people with kids who have ADHD or a partner with ADHD, I really do think this is an ADHD thing. And I've never thought about it before until I've seen a child with it. And a lot of people think you're lazy, think you don't finish things, think you're incompetent, or like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just pick the thing up and put it away. Like, you leave your laundry beside the laundry basket. You don't put it in the laundry basket, or you leave your underwear in your pants.
Oh, yeah.
You do that, right?
Of course.
I do that. Max does that. So we just take our pants off.
Yeah, right outside the shower.
We
leave it there.
My husband is like,
why wouldn't you just pick it up and put it in the
and
laundry?
I said, our brains don't see we don't think about the laundry basket. You're like, it's right there. We're not thinking about that. We are thinking about something totally. We are just taking off our. I like, God bless you that your brain thinks about the next step. Fuck no. We're probably thinking about the squirrel we saw. Did it get killed or not? Like, literally, we are not on the same page ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope that people with those kids or those adults in their lives understand it's not a diss. It's not something we're trying to do to piss you off. It's not that we want to like make it messy. We're just not thinking that way. And our brains don't all of a sudden just go, it's not a bad habit. We have to really, and I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying our brains don't prioritize putting our underwear and pants separate.
And you know that I feel like the one that I have in my house like that, I have to defend because I understand her. I understand. And so what I do, because from a parenting perspective, parents think it's just you're lazy or you're not. Where your head is your head is in the clouds. You're all over the place. What is she even thinking? And I feel like I need to defend her by going and saying all the things that she's doing really well.
Yeah, all the time.
Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like to complain about that little shit. Who cares? Look at all these other great things. And he's like, oh, there you go. Like, just, there's always a reason, always an excuse. But I'm like, but there is.
Yes.
You know?
It just, and I think there's not right or wrong. It's just some people are so caught in the mainstream that when you have someone who does it differently, you can't what's the difference between a pile on the floor versus a pile in a basket? Nothing really. It's still a fucking pile.
Also, I beg to question how many people of the population are like us and like them. I bet it would be like 50-50.
Yeah, I do. And I think some people are just like, oh, they're this and I'm this. And I'm like, you're not right and I'm not right. You're not better. I'm not better. Like, we are two different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Cleaner doesn't mean, like, listen, I'm clean. I'm just not tidy.
Yeah.
And I try to be, but it's not to the standard of other people who can't understand how what's so easy for them is not how our brains prioritize. And it doesn't mean we don't value your way of doing it. It's just not It's
Also,
not something
we
that
appreciate you.
Yeah, I really do.
I do. We did end up marrying the right kind of people.
Well, I have someone who comes in and helps me 3 times a week do the laundry, do the things. And I say to her, because I think she saves my marriage, because I say to her, I am so appreciative of you because you really are supporting me. Because when she comes in, it's methodical. And like when I do the laundry, I'll forget something. I won't do it. It's chaotic. I do it, but it's fucking chaotic.
And I'll never, like, a lot of people can relate to this, but like you forget and then you go down and
it reeks.
And it reeks and you have to wash again. Like I have done that so many times in my life.
Or it goes to the dryer and then it's painful to take it or to fold it and then put it away. It is painful.
Yeah.
It's
my
impossible.
daughter takes the whole dryer, puts it on the floor.
Yes,
and takes out her thing. So then the boys don't know if it's clean or dirty.
Oh, my husband was
But I recently, when I was away and I had to do laundry all the time to keep up with the kids' clothes, I noticed that my daughter is a very good folder. And I said, excuse me. Well, it's nice to know we have a little talent in the house if we need it.
And I have someone who helps me 3 times a week for a few hours, and we still don't stay on top of the laundry.
Nope.
So
the laundry room's always full.
So they all have to start their shit because of sports and stuff. So all I'm saying is be gentle with the people who do things differently. And often we stress you out because you don't think we can do it. And then we get it done the very last minute. And everyone is like, just if they 9 out of 10 times get it done, we'll get it done just a little bit differently than your methodical ass way will.
And by the way, I truly believe that our husbands, this thing that they don't like, that frustrates them is part of what made them fall for us.
Yeah. And I was reading
100%.
I was reading like qualities of ADHD people because I think I have to sometimes, you can feel dumb as a child sometimes, like because the way you say things or the way you do things, people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like you feel kind of like an idiot. I can see sometimes, and your kids can default to becoming like the idiot because they think everyone thinks it's funny. But one of the qualities was if there's a problem, often an ADHD person, everyone else won't be able to see a solution, but that person will come up with the solution that no one else would think of. And it's like everyone else is going around the circle. They'll just go through it and then get it done. Like it's like they're like, what, how did you not see this? And I say to my
sometimes when you actually do that solution, the other people instead of being like, that's a great idea, they're like, why would you do it that way? And then they go and they do it the long way. You're like, but if you could have just skipped steps, why would you do all the steps?
Dude, I question fucking gas. You know how there's 3 levels? Like there's like premium. Okay. I just put the cheapest one in.
Of course.
Okay. And everyone's like, you have to put this in this car. I'm like, why? And they're like, don't you see the sign that says? I'm like, what sign? They're like, it's right on the door. I'm like, I've never seen that sign in my life. It's on your gassing.
So are we supposed to do a different kind?
Hold on. I say, what? I said, what do the other kinds do? Like, why would you go higher or lower? And they're like this. No fucking idea.
I've asked my husband and he's explained to me why. So my husband
knows now. Knew was the only one in the conversation that knew why you would go and do that gas.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're just doing it because something says to do it.
Does ours say to do something different?
I've never read it.
Oh, okay.
I said I've never even seen it.
No.
I don't know. I mean, we don't drive expensive cars, so I'm assuming no.
No.
But you and I wouldn't just none of us read the instructions. But we do it and we get it done. And they're like, why wouldn't you read instructions? I'm like, why would you?
I find instructions so hard. Like I've tried this summer. There's a few new games. It's exactly like reading, like I can't read the directions of like, how to make like a macaroni and cheese and stuff. It's like, I can't, like games, instructions, anything. Going from one step to the next step. I'm like, it's like it's another language. I cannot. You read them and tell me how to play the game. I can play the game. I'll be really good at the game.
Yeah.
I cannot read the instructions.
And then someone's like, explain me how we do it. I'm like, we're just going to play and then you'll figure it out.
Yes,
I'm not going to try to explain it. We're not going to talk about it.
They're like, yeah, but how? Let's just play around and you'll figure it out.
Don't ask me questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are relating to this or people in your life, I tell you, value their good because they bring so much good that you can't imagine how boring life would be without a little bit of difference.
And that's really why I think our husbands like us.
And with AI, all these fucking people who are pissing you off and annoying you will be the superheroes because you cannot recreate a brain that doesn't do it traditionally. AI can. They can recreate every brain that does it standard. Our brains, fuck no. Fuck no, you can't.
And
anyways,
there you go. Happy Tuesday. Happy
find
whatever
a fucking
day
hobby and value the people who are shit shows in your lives. Really, that's what it is.